Welcome to the week in Truth number 8. This video is about Ryan Dawson, who, as you can see, is quite a young chap, and the first time I heard about him was on Sean Atwood's show, and he was doing an interview with Sean about his research into Jeffrey Epstein. And to be honest, Ryan's research into Jeffrey Epstein is excellent. So, I really enjoyed that. His research is incredibly thorough. And, he was a great guest, so I really enjoyed watching him on this. But the disappointment comes when you start watching his stuff on his own channel. You think, because he's young, he must have a very young audience, I would think. And so basically, the difficulty that you have with him is his age. I mean, it's unfortunate to say this, as I'm 47 myself now, so I've lived a bit and taken a few knocks, and I'm not so young and shiny as I was. Although Ryan doesn't really appear to be particularly shiny. If you look at the big bags under his eyes, he looks like he was up late every night smoking loads of weed. So yeah, he looks like he has a fairly good time. And it also looks like he still lives at home with his mum or something. So if you don't hear from him for a little while, possibly his mum's changed the Wi-Fi key, so he won't get it back until he tidies his room or something. So if you don't hear from him for a bit, that's probably why. Anyway, so the trouble I have with Ryan is not really his age or his appearance, but because he knows that he's not so credible because of his age, he tries to do things that make him look a lot more convincing. So when it comes to his 9/11 stuff, he will actually reject all of the truth theories that are out there, and there's a lot of 9/11 theories. Okay, there's the whole, was it mini nukes? Was it holograms? Was it direct energy weapons? Were the towers dustificated or whatever it is that woman? There's a woman who puts forward that theory. I can't remember her name at the moment offhand. But yeah, I've been there and I've watched all the videos on 9/11 a long time ago. So unfortunately, Ryan, I don't really want to watch any more videos on 9/11. I've kind of had my fill of it by now. But more than that, I don't really want to listen to somebody who's trying to convince me that really it was these guys that had been on a very short course to learn how to be pilots. I don't believe that. And if you think it sounds more convincing, yeah, I guess so. But your entire kind of channel and your ideas are based around things that are what you consider to be more credible, and in turn make you look more credible, because as a young person you think you can't be credible. But the thing about the truth movement and conspiracy theories is that sometimes it actually is the more outlandish theories that are true. And a lot of your audience are going to be into things like chemtrails, perhaps, that you probably think, people are so retarded thinking that, man. I don't really like that attitude. It's kind of dismissive to the very audience that are listening to you. Although perhaps you are there for younger people who are, more cynical about the whole thing, who are more skeptical. And I don't know. Maybe that's the point of view, because there are people in this game that are true and genuine, and it could be that you've ended up on Sean's show as you are a genuine person. Although some of what you've said about traveling around the world and going to the Google or YouTube offices, that I'm not really convinced that anyone would turn up at the head offices of these places, but there you go. So he is on brand new Tube, and if you look at this advert, you can see that he's got himself a suit. Oh, that's nice, isn't it, Ryan? You look so nice and neat in your suit, and you look more credible and convincing, don't you? Even though you still got enormous black bags under your eyes from your late nights up, smoking bongs. Which, that's cool. We all did that when we were young, didn't we? Or at least I hope so. Unless you're very boring. So anyway, it's this sort of anybody who believes in chemtrails or targeted individuals is is a retard. Ha ha ha! What a derp! Ha ha ha! It's that attitude that I really don't like. I don't know if he's genuine or whether he's certainly aspiring to become a name in this movement. I don't really trust anybody who is a name, so I don't know if we'll see him go on to be a success or not. But, I don't really like the attitude very much, Ryan.